Hello and welcome everyone. So now that we have the markup ready for our update operation and delete operation, let's build the actual update logic. So open your editor and here we are sending the ID of the particular field which we want to update, right? So this is how it looks in the browser. If I want to update this first row, then I will click update. Then we are visiting this page, update page 1.php with an ID equal to 1. Okay, the exact ID of that row. Now let's go to update page 1 here. Okay, the first thing we will do here is that we will create the header and footer of this page. So let's write the include statements here, and we will include the dbcon.php also, because we will deal with PHP in this page. We'll deal with database in this page also. Now let's add the footer also. Just copy this line, first line, paste it here and change this to footer.php. Save this, refresh. Now if I click update, okay, so now we can see the header of our application. Now let's add a form in between here which will display the data of that particular row. Okay, so let's come here where index.php, and we have a form here, right, in our model. So this is the form. Okay, so we will copy this lines and we'll come here and paste it in here. Okay, now what we want to do is that we have this divs, okay fine, but we don't have the form tag. So let's wrap this in the form tag first. So create the form tag and close this right here. Okay, save this. Now if we come here, refresh. Okay, so we have our form. Now what we want to do, like I clicked update for this Anirban Bhaumik field, then I should display the first name Anirban here, Bhaumik here, and that age here, right? Whatever field we click, like if I click on this update Ajay, then here should Ajay be displayed and Singh here and the age here, right? So let's build that up. Now we'll do some query in here. Okay, first of all, not query, first of all we'll check that whether we are getting a ID in the URL or not. So that we will check with the $get request, right? So if is set $get ID, okay, then what we want to do, we will create a new variable called ID and we will store that ID here like this. Okay, now we have the ID in this page, which field we want to update. We have that ID, right? Now we will query the database with this ID so that we fetch the details of that particular row. So let's it's similar to the read operations only. So let's just do one thing. Come to our index.php page, and here we have a read operation, right? So where it is, here it is, right? So let's just copy this lines and we will modify it, right? Okay, we don't want this PHP right here and not this one right here. Fine. Okay, so select all from students where. Now we will use the where clause, where ID is equal to $ID, right? Okay, so this ID is the column for the database. This, okay, if this ID matches with this ID is this ID, right? Then query the database, and if there is no result, if the query failed, then display the query failed error, or if there is some actual data, then we will perform that in the else block. So let's do that. We don't need the while because we will be getting information about one row only, and we can use it without the while loop. So here we will write $row equal to MySQLi fetch row. Okay, and here we will pass the dollar result variable. Save this. Now if you want to check what we are getting in dollar row, let's do that by using the printr statement. So first we can see what we are getting. Save this. Come here, hit refresh. Okay, syntax error on line 47. Okay, so we must have done some errors are there. Okay, so this is fine, this is fine, this is opting for this is for this, and this. Okay, so we can close this right here. Save this. Come here, hit refresh. Great. Okay, now we are getting the information about that particular field with ID 3. Okay, now we want this fields to be displayed in this form, so let's build that up now. Okay, we have dollar row, which is the array with all the information. Now what we want to do here is that we will create another attribute in our input tags, and it's called value. Okay, and for in this also. Okay, now in here we will put some PHP echo dollar row, and for the first one it will be first name. Okay, for this it will be last name, this will be age, right? Save this. Sorry, come here, refresh. Okay, undefined index first name. Okay, so we are having a sort of problem. If we change this my SQLi fetch as sock, refresh. Okay, this is well and good. Okay, use this function right here, MySQLi fetch a sock, that we were using with the while statement. Okay, same. So let's remove this print statement, we don't need this anymore. Refresh. Fine, everything is looking good. Like now if I come here and click update for Tony, then we can see the informations in here. Now we can update or edit from right here. Okay, and then we will click the update button. So let's bring in the button also, we didn't have the button right now. So come here in your index.php, and where is our button? So this is our button, right? Let's copy this field, come to update page 1, and you can paste it right here. Input type submit, btn success, and this name will be update students. Okay, and this value will be called update. Save this. Refresh. Okay, so now we have this update button. We can now update, we can now change this to anything and then click update. But first let's now this is the second stage for the update operation. Okay, we finished the first thing, that is to bring in the data in these forms so that we can edit it. Now we will do the actual editing. Okay, that means we will edit here and then we will click update so that it must get updated. Okay, so now it is not there. Let's build that up. So we need to submit this form also in some particular page where the actual operation will go, right? So here we have a form tag. Let's put the action attribute, and let's do the operation here in the same page. Okay, so we will write update page 1 dot php, method will be post. Save this. Okay, so refresh. Now if I click update, okay, so as I clicked update, So here we are seeing a lot of errors because now we are having the variables undefined, and that's very true. Okay, once we will click the update button after editing the form, we don't want to be in that page. We want to come back to our index.php. So the error shouldn't bother us, right? But we need to do the actual logic here in this page only. So let's first build that up. Let's see what we get. Okay, come here, put some PHP. Okay, now if is set, now what we'll check for? We will check for whether the update button is pressed or not. What was the name of our update button? Update students, right? Copy this, come here, paste it in. Okay, now if the update button is pressed, we want to update the field in the database, right? So if it is pressed, then what we'll do, we will collect the each values, the new edited values we have in the form. So for that, let's create a new variable, say fname $fname, which is equal to $post, and in here we will write fname, lname and age. So this will be fname, this will be lname, and this will be age. Okay, now change this also. Okay, so we are having our information in these variables. Now we will perform the actual update operation with the help of the query. So $query is equal to update the name of our database, table. So it is students, right? Update students, set. Okay, so it is first name, last name and age, right? So set first name equal to $fname, comma, last name equal to $lname, comma, age equal to $age, where, okay, now we need to update, guys. Okay, we are updating a particular field, so therefore we must tell in the query that which field we want to update and how we identify a field with the help of the ID. But if you notice that we are not having our ID, okay, we are not sending our ID, so how we will get our ID here in this PHP so that we can query that particular field? So let's see how we can do that. Okay, see, we are sending the form in this page, right? Update PHP update page 1.php. So in the action button, let's see we can pass the ID or not, correct? So here let's create another field called ID new with the value of, we have our ID right here. Okay, we have this ID, remember? So we can use this right here, PHP echo $ID. Okay, save this. Now in the query we will write where ID is equal to $ID. Okay, now let's copy this 2 lines. Okay, sorry, not here, sorry, here, paste it. Okay, so MySQLite query connection query query failed, and if the query is successful, then we'll write it in the else block. So else we'll pass the header location and we'll write location index.php, and we'll send the information also that the update operation is successful. So update msg equal to you have successfully updated the data. Okay, save this, put a semicolon at the end. Okay, now if we come here, go back, refresh. Now suppose I want to update this Tony Kakkar, so I will click update. I want to change the name, let's change it to Neha and click update. Okay, so we are getting some errors, but if you notice in the URL that after clicking the update button, we can see that we have the ID at the URL, but we are having some notice. So let's see what notice we are having. Undefined variable ID on line 12, 37, 37. So line 12 is here. Okay, fine. See, we are getting this error because in the isSet block, okay, first we are checking if this $ID set at the very first, then only execute these things. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's put this closing of the if block and put it right here. Okay, here, right here. Save this. Now let's see it helped or not. Okay, refresh. Okay, let's do it from the start. Update Tony to Neha. Update. Okay, so we removed that error of line number 12, but this undefined variable, okay, we did some spelling mistakes. Line 35. So come down to line 35. Okay, here it is. L name. Okay, so let's see if it works or not. We'll just hit resend. Okay, undefined variable ID on line 35. Okay, undefined variable ID on line 35, but we are sending the ID. Okay, we are sending the ID from here by using the get method, right? But we are not extracting the ID here. So if the button is pressed, update button, we are extracting the information from within the form. But let's get the ID in here also. So we'll write another if statement here. If is set $get, what was the name of our ID new. Okay, if this is set, then we will create our ID variable. Our ID, let's say this also ID new is equal to this ID, right? Save this. Now we need to use this variable. Where we will use it? We will use it here, and we need to put this in single quotations. Okay, save this, come to your browser, hit refresh. Yes, resend. Okay, wonderful. See, we got it updated. So now if we again want to change this Neha Kakkar to Tony Kakkar, so we'll write Tony Kakkar and age let's be 35 whatever, and click update. Okay, fine, beautiful. We are doing getting the updated information right here, and if we check in the database also, so let's hit refresh. Okay, so in the database it is also getting updated, but we are not getting our validation, our message that it is finally updated, which we are getting in the URL. See, now we need to use this update message. Okay, and come here. So you have successfully, not Fuki. Okay, now let's go to index.php, and here we are doing all the messages displaying, right? So let's just be here, and we'll change this to update message, this and this field. Save this, come here, hit refresh. Okay, wait, just change this to Tony, update. Okay, wonderful, your message has been, you have successfully updated the data. Fine, so this is, guys, the update operations that you need to know. I know it is bit hard for you to understand at this moment if you're new to this, but keep on practicing, see what I did, pause the video, do it yourself, then you will get a good understanding of it. So I will meet you in the next lecture. If you like the video, then give a thumbs up to it, and we will perform the delete operation, the last operation. So we will meet you there. I will meet you there. Till then, thank you and have a great day.